Cardio, a term we hear every time we talk about fat loss. Naturally, we would think it's running, jogging, hopping on the treadmill, cranking it up on high incline, or perhaps using the elliptical. While all effective, I am certain we could do better. So maintain your focus, because in this video, we're going to go over this week's stats and how I cardio. Hey, what's going on, guys? We are on week 10. Can you believe it? We are currently on week 10. That's 10 weeks of doing this fat loss transformation. And as you've already been seeing and watching, I've come a long way. Dropped several amounts of pounds, and I'm hoping to at least squeeze out a little bit more in these next 2 weeks. But wherever you're at, that's pretty much more important, is to find out where you're at and to let you know that for you at this point in time, you might be feeling like you've just crossed into some uncharted territory. And that's good. And if you feel a little off, soak it all in and keep going. For those who are new here, welcome. These videos are part of my 12-week fat loss transformation series, where I go over my stats, thoughts, and experiences to help you with your process towards your fat loss goals. Additionally, the intent here is to be a case study, or perhaps an example on how we may be able to optimize our human performances and discover our potential. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and dive into this week's stats.
All right, so here we are with my weight average of 186.2 pounds. Average body fat percentage is 13.8%. Overall weight loss for this week is 1.7 pounds. To me, that's freaking great, given that last week was 1.4 pounds and the week prior was only a half pound. But we're clearly seeing some progress, and therefore no changes will be made towards the diet. I do want to note that in consuming hydration, or at least a lack of it, I've noticed that I haven't been tracking it, and therefore tracking your hydration consumption is such a very vital role or importance towards your fat loss transformation, because it plays a big role towards your cognitive and physical performances. I know I haven't been doing good here. So again, because sometimes it's so cold out for me, I live in California at the moment, and sometimes it's warm, sometimes it's cold, but lately it's just it's like that wet, cold feeling that's been going on. And when you do intermittent fasting, somewhat naturally you're going to feel a little colder anyway. So that's how I've been noticing, like, hey, I don't drink enough water, so that's probably a potential setback, So just because you're not sweating or feeling warm doesn't necessarily mean that you need to drink water then. It would mean also that you need to drink water outside of that, because you are on a caloric deficit. So your body needs that to at least flush out the toxins, in addition to help you in promoting that fat loss that you're seeking. So don't fall for that idea of, if it's cold out, I don't need water type feeling, just drink your water, Additionally, I've added another HIIT session to help me with creating that deficit I need to hit my weekly target. But again, overall, I'm pleased with this week's progress, and therefore no changes will be made for the following week.
All right, so I'm going to cut straight to the point here in saying that when it comes to fat loss, diet is king, period. Cardio is a valuable tool for our health, improving our work capacity and aiding us in creating that caloric deficit needed to hit our goals. Being in a caloric deficit and training to ensure that we maintain our muscle mass is already stressful as it is. Adding cardio may help us and allow us to achieve our goal, but keep in mind, now we're adding more stressors to our body. So being aware of the types of cardio and its duration is just as important. Most people that follow my training plan prioritize strength training and then perform cardio that fits their skill sets, time, and effectiveness. Now, I won't get into the details of cardio itself, which types of cardio is best, or this and that in this video, but for now, let me say this. If you're enjoying the cardio modality of choice, it's not negatively impacting your cognitive or physical performances, you're able to track what it is that you're doing, and you're seeing results, keep going. Now, at this point, you might be wondering how I cardio. Bet you didn't think I could move like that, right? Probably thought I was like a big ass potato dancing around. Anyway, b-boying, breakdancing is not something I do often. In fact, it's been years since I even got into it, and it's still to this day one of my favorite ways to get the whole body involved. Stretching and using muscles that I rarely tap into, being able to express myself in the most truest form, and ultimately burn a crap ton of calories. This is just me though, meaning that dancing, practicing traditional martial arts drills, rucking are the cardio modalities I do. They are enjoyable for me and are productive skill sets to maintain and develop. I consider these modalities as a form of meditation in motion. Additionally, they burn a lot of calories, reduce cognitive stress, and enhance our abilities to adapt, making us mentally resilient, and improve recovery from lifting weights due to its low to moderate intensity ranges. I try to do each of these every week, but if I'm feeling drained, I just simply go for a ruck or hop on the cycle and just pedal away until I have achieved my caloric goal. And that's it, guys. Cardio is just that. It helps improve our health, burn the calories that we need, as well as boosting up our work capacity. But it's not something that I prioritize, as I mentioned earlier. What I would prioritize, number one, would be diet, second, strength training, and then third would be cardiovascular exercises. If at any point in time you feel forced or obligated to do cardio, you're going to also notice a decrease in your efforts, your output, and overall performances. This will mean a decrease in motivation and, of course, even worse, a decreased amount of overall results. Don't limit yourself. Tap into those roots within and explore that. Find out ways you can tie that in with some cardio. Maybe try some MMA classes. Do some salsa dancing or any type of dancing that gets your heart rate beating. Maybe cycle, swimming, rollerblading, or skating, playing basketball, test your street game, hiking with friends, or whatever. Just not so much of the bootcamp style classes that are considered functional fitness, because sometimes those classes could be a little higher on intensity levels and may impede your ability to recover for the actual strength training workouts. So here are some points to make this work for you. Whatever your cardio modality of choice is, aim to keep your heart rate over 55% to at most 75% throughout your session. And if possible, keep the cardio modality low to moderate impact. The lower the intensity of cardio performed, the more often you could do them. The higher the intensity, the less frequent. Lastly, have a means to track your work. Using a solid HR or heart rate monitor and step tracker like a smartwatch, such as the Garmin Vivo Active 4, what I use and find dependable, helps greatly when it comes to tracking all of your cardio sessions. I'm certain that if you try this, you will not only have fun doing cardio, but you will also increase your motivation and your diet adherence. You will also feel great, I should say, about yourself, because this is you exploring and expressing yourself in any means, having fun in the process, as well as burning those calories. But additionally, you're developing new skills and maintaining valuable ones. That's all for this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching and supporting this channel. If you like this video, do me a favor, hit the like button, and if you're new here or haven't done so already and like this channel's direction, subscribe. I look forward to seeing you in the next one, but till then, stop setting limitations to yourself. You don't hear that? You were meant for great things, man. So listen to that beat within and be one with the iron.